All right, Paul.
Hello.
So, what obstacles did you have to overcome to come here this weekend?
Oh, that's a great question. Going to a wedding in the middle of it.
Right.
That's the first one. Believing in the validity of it, I think, was the first obstacle.
Mm-hmm.
I have been doing the work for quite a while, and for a long time you tend to think you're the only person doing it. I guess.
Yeah, it is like that with this work, isn't it?
I've come across loads of people before. I mean, you've got a bit of a cult background as well, by the sounds of it. And
Yeah.
I did quite a heavy operation at the beginning of 2000 called the Abramelin operation,
Right.
which the people who've said they've done it before, I met on forums and stuff, they're just full of shit.
Most of what you hear on forums is shit, right, to be
talking
honest.
to other people, oh yeah, we've seen this and we've seen that. I've never, ever, my experiences of some of the work that I've done in cult and stuff, that, you know, I think people who get real results suddenly very quickly stop doing it, which is,
Yeah,
you know,
good point, yeah.
And I was the opposite of that. I was like, oh wow, this is really cool. But my results seem to transcend into my life. So when I look back on that time and think back to, you know, if I look back and think, did I have results in myself and things, I've got really, you know, I'm quite happy as a human being in the life I've got and people that I've met in those last few years and things. So in terms of the work and everything else, I'd seen some of the stuff on Command Z that had popped up over the course of the last year, you know, how it creeps in. And I was starting to think, yeah, but then there'll be other people there.
Yeah.
Those other people, they won't know as much as me, and I'm, you know, legend in your own mind and stuff. So I had to get past that not an ego thing, but there's a huge victim thinking there that you things and stuff like that, because I'd never seen anybody else do this.
Isn't that strange that you could be so like into something and then never meet another human being? Like,
I'm a beginner again. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
You've certainly seen other people and do the work, and you're like, fucking hell. But also then incredibly advanced, because you've seen other people do the work and you can take that on board. You know, it was cool. No, my thinking was that at the time I didn't have the money at all. We'd spent it up this year. We've been on holiday and stuff, and it'd be very difficult to explain to your wife that you spend X amount of pounds to do this, do that. So it was coming out of my own pocket. We have separate accounts and things. We just didn't have the money. So I sat and thought long and hard about it, and I was at the point where I was going to contact Gareth and basically put a feeler out about the work. I didn't know what to say. I would start that conversation and kind of, again, from my point of view, I've been doing this work for so long, and you now know that I am this and that. And so I had no idea how to go across that process, and then I just decided, well, the nicest thing to ever do is just to share.
Yeah.
You know, and all I wanted to do with the guy, and you know, you kind of know you're gonna really get on with somebody. I've never even met him, which is incredible. But I sent him an email just saying, I know you're in the UK, I really would love to be a part of the workshop, but it's impossible for me to do. You know, X, Y, and Z reasons that I couldn't do it. And so I'm offering to basically, I'll come and do a wild camp with you afterwards, and take you out to the Lake District and cook stuff and chill out for the night and have an adventure and sit and chill and talk. You know, and then he sent me a really nice email back from that. You know, I was half expecting to hear nothing back, basically. Yeah. You know, but he sent me a real nice email back, because he's an amazing man. And then he came back to me and suggested me coming down on Monday and doing a session with him. So I'm doing that anyway tomorrow. Cool. But then it's funny how life works, isn't it? And then I think somebody dropped out. I'm not sure. So there was kind of a mutual situation where I could come to the workshop and be part of it, but I knew full well that I had the Sunday. Sorry, the Saturday in the wedding.
So you went to the wedding right in the middle of a Radical Undoing session, or right afterwards, and then.
Well, yeah, no, we did basically the sessions have been around it. So we did the session on the Friday, which was phenomenal, and I can only explain in my own body the same feeling of when I did ecstasy when I was younger. You know, when you want to hug everyone, it's amazing. I've not felt that before, and you kind of think when I've done sessions before that they die down and you go back into the mundaneness, and it hasn't.
No.
So I woke up yesterday and drove, what, 200 miles?
Yeah.
All the way to York, which took me 4 hours because there was traffic and all sorts of other stuff, and that didn't matter, it was fine.
Yeah.
Got there, all the people I love all in one place, you know, just, you're open as
Yeah.
anything. It's just such a beautiful day. Absolutely just such a beautiful, amazing day. And then, you know, I got in the car this morning at 6:30 and drove all the way back. And I haven't even thought twice about that, as that would be an issue.
That's not, but
You know.
usually you make that as a problem, wouldn't you, to not
Yeah,
do something?
not even
But it's
thought.
actually now it's part of the actual buzz
Yeah.
that you've got out of it.
Well, God, I mean,
Yeah.
what other opportunity would you have
Yeah.
to do something like this?
Yeah.
It just isn't, you
It's
know.
never going to arrive in a usual way, is
That's
it?
it. I've been on my own so long
Yeah.
doing this stuff, and you wonder, are you doing it right? Or
This is
I
the
know,
thing,
I realise,
yeah,
of
yeah.
course you are.
Yeah.
You can only be doing it right because it's only you doing it.
Of course,
You
like,
know.
yeah.
But I think that mental cleanse is going to propel me forward into who knows what next. You know, who knows?
Nice one, Paul.